Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back on the 31 Days of the Horror Man with my review of Trick. Trick is a 2019 slasher film directed by Patrick Lussier, who also directed the My Bloody Valentine remake. It stars Omar Epps, Jamie Kennedy, and Tom Atkins, the mustache himself. On Halloween night 2015, a group of high schoolers are at a costume party. While playing a game, Patrick Weaver, who goes by the nickname Trick, goes on a rampage, slashing a bunch of his fellow classmates. He wore a double-sided jack-o'-lantern mask while doing it, with his face painted underneath. One of the students manages to stab him with a fireplace poker, putting an end to the killing spree. For now, anyway. Sheriff Lisa Jane and Detective Mike Denver, played by Omar Epps, report to the hospital. Trick is still alive, and his face is still painted. And then he manages to escape his hospital bed and flee from police custody. On his way to the hospital exit, he manages to slash up some more victims. He is eventually cornered by Lisa and Mike, though, and then shot, before crashing through a window and plunging to the street below. But despite taking a fall that would kill any normal human being, Trick eludes the cops again. Lisa believed he must have escaped into the river, where he likely drowned or died from his wounds. But Detective Mike isn't so sure. A year passes, and everyone in town, with the exception of Mike, believes Trick is dead. But then Halloween returns, and so does Trick. He finds his way into another Halloween party with a brand new mask. This one is a white demon mask. There, he slashes up more party guests and leaves the scene again. Detective Mike is on the case, now firmly believing Trick is still alive. Others, including Lisa, still are not so sure. They believe it might be a copycat killer. That is, until Lisa witnesses Trick kill one of her deputies with her very own eyes. As each year passes and Halloween comes, so does Trick. Mike becomes obsessed with tracking him down. So much so that it eventually results in Mike being fired from the force. Still though, he continues his investigation. Then, as Halloween 2019 approaches, Mike decides it's best if he leaves town, thinking Trick is after him specifically. But instead of running away from the problem, he runs toward it. He, along with Lisa and her deputies, are determined to find and stop Trick once and for all. He has gotten away with murder 4 Halloweens in a row, and they hope there won't be a 5th. It all leads up to an exciting confrontation at a Halloween fundraiser, hosted by Tom Atkins' character. The event features horror movies played inside the church, specifically Night of the Living Dead, and a haunted maze Halloween attraction behind the church. Mike, Lisa, and Trick aren't the only ones there, though. So are the survivors from that Halloween party back in 2015. And just when you think the movie is going to end there, it doesn't. There are a series of false endings in Trick, but it really works for this film. I have to be honest, this movie blew me away. Just like a few others I've reviewed already this month, this is a movie I should have watched so much sooner. I got this back in 2019 when it was released, and this was a first-time watch for me. I don't know why I wait so long to watch some of these. I really don't. Trick, the killer, is like a ninja. He's a stealthy assassin wielding a very sharp blade. I love that he wears different masks and changes his face paint. That's what makes it impossible for the cops to identify him. He has no family, no social media, not even a photo in the yearbook. Trick is like a Halloween legend. I read a review from someone claiming Trick is not a horror movie, but a mystery. That is ridiculous. Trick is clearly a horror movie. It's a slasher. and one with a very high body count. Is there a mystery element? Of course, but there's a mystery element in the Scream films as well, and they're definitely slashers. Speaking of Scream, Jamie Kennedy plays a doctor in this. I'd say Trick is probably one of the best slasher films to be made in recent memory. No, I take that back. Not probably, it absolutely is one of the best. I should probably stop here though. I don't want to spoil anything. I loved Trick. Have you seen it? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind. Subscribe.